Karamjay, a very good afternoon. You are watching Afternoon English Bulletin on SKTV and I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. MLA Yumnam Khemchand visits Litan Relief Camp in Kamjong district. Here's grievances of internally displaced Kukizo. Convener Kuraija Mathoba stresses need for comprehensive government policy to fully rehabilitate newly resettled displaced families. Additional Chief Secretary Transport Anurag Bajpai asserts efforts being made to restore state transport bus service in order to enhance connectivity within the state. Education as Director NG Bhogendra highlights lack of effective communication between school teachers and parents leads to numerous mistakes in students. And all Jiribam United Clubs Association Ajuka and Judy Development Organization JDO urges Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla to expedite PMGSY Phase 3 work in Jiribam district. And of the top stories. In a major development that could pave the way towards peace and normalcy after nearly 3 years of conflict in Manipur, former Minister and MLA Yumnam Khemchand interacted with Kukizo displaced persons in Ukhrul district's Litan today. This is the first instance since the outbreak of violence in May 2023, where an MLA belonging to Meitei community had close interaction with Kukizo people. MLA Khemchand visited relief camp set up at Saraikong in Litan and inquired on the problem faced by 505 internally displaced persons who are currently taking shelter at the relief camp. Speaking on the sideline, MLA Yumnam Khemchand asserted that the conflict has brought only pain and suffering to all communities and it has hindered development in the state. The conflict has caused immense setback for the present and the future generations, and it is important to begin dialogue and to show solidarity so that the equal development can be brought back in both hills and valley. On the other hand, IDPs have also expressed their wishes to return to their original homes. Phungyar's BJP candidate Hopinson Simre, former caretaker chairman of ADC Ukhrul, Mark Luithing, and other BJP leaders from Phungyar also took part in the visit.
Conflict is Pithivigi, the Gayamada Dumtui. Adu, a coach the Sutui bar conflict, Madam Americanda, a coach Navayadava, Navayadava, Adu the Equiki development process, the arm the soft So, why shouldn't we think for this young generation? Nashi, I coin a Swibana, a future Angang Wagadovi. I don't know, Halwiba, Premium like Punagan, Tamiraganda, what Hill and Valley, and you Punagan, Tamiraganda, equal development over state of seminar C. I begin at the function.
IDP oina ama oibagi hiding bagi puji se khoi si dale rat pasi chahi hum phajil e adone khoi su wana le jaragati government sinna khoi hanale phamsida hanjin bi na bahai appeal to jari.
Somewhere we have to start the beginning. There has to be a beginning. Haina tauraga khoi se orakuni aduna masi suman chakse khoi ke shuru nate nusi chanan le ramba matama kamaina hansin sera haibagi part amagoina phongthang lawni masida kanna khoi gi honorable minister weramba Yumnam Khemchand sina suman phongthang lawsi Manipur apun bagi peace kamaina la kan sera khanbagi okhana la yam harause khoi gi angam bhai mateng palaga Manipur normal life adu restore thong ba haibi
Kokomi convener Kuraija Mathoba has stressed the urgent need for district authorities to formulate comprehensive policy in consultation with the government to fully rehabilitate newly resettled displaced persons. Speaking during his visit to Laimaram Waroiching, where resettled families are staying, Athoba noted that many houses were in dire condition, with 7 to 8 homes almost destroyed. He highlighted that government funds currently allocated for restoration will be insufficient and urged Bishnupur District Rehabilitation and Resettlement Committee to reassess the situation. Athoba recommended new estimations for reconstructing the affected houses and conducting a thorough surveys. He also emphasized that newly resettled families lack economic resources and therefore district authorities should collaborate with the government to devise a new policy. He proposed including displaced persons and, if needed, civil society representatives in the committee to ensure that their issues are adequately addressed, stating that such measures are essential for successful rehabilitation and resettlement.
Lemeram Baroi Chingi, Yumsing, and Jananabagi, Quaidum initiative, Bishnupur, Dishigi Makada, local Kiba, Toramado, Pivam Soba, Chahi Ani Makai, Chahi Sanjalaba, Yumsing Namatam Sana Nungang Chai Rubagi, I am a Yumsing Hanasu, Akayum, Chekium, with the Vanina, Madugi, Pirum Sopamayamasi, Chamjan Sajan of Honavada, Jangadu Senfamasi, Huzik, Lemnari Senfamaduna, Chamjan with the Sumo, with Oroidaba, and a high of Singa, Resettlement and Rehabilitation Committee, a responsible, a convener, Chairman Singna, Mafam individual and assessment of the Bearway, Punamaki na Quilupalising Soup, Pirani, and Hiraga, Manatim, Toga, Tobia, Bugit, the Lake, Yungi, Kongul, Pura, Mangrava, Pura, Pakaka, Zagami, Yauri, High Wishing Adu, Nona, Yumamas Hapuda, Sangadu, Charapa, minimum estimate Amadi, what the Bearway, Madu, Hoda Nabagi, survey, Tobusi, and Taipadena, Kaliaduna, Bishnupur District, Ladiba, Resettlement Committee, Namadu, Survey, do a Tubuda, Tonana View.
Additional Chief Secretary Transport Anurag Bajpai has claimed that efforts are being made to restore state transport bus service in order to enhance connectivity within the state. Additional Chief Secretary Transport Anurag Bajpai was speaking while addressing inaugural function of 3-day-long refresher course for drivers and conductors of Manipur State Transport at Institute of Driver Training and Research Center, IDTRC Manipur in Imphal East District's Top Desera today. Director of Transport Department, Kumantem Diana, Deputy Director Samson Huidrom, along with other eminent persons, also attended the opening day program. Speaking further, Additional Chief Secretary Transport Anurag Bajpai informed that the government is committed in ensuring smooth and affordable connectivity through Manipur State Transport buses, and the refresher course for drivers and conductors is conducted to provide safety to the passengers and the public.
The deep commitment of the government to strengthen the foundations of public transport in our state. And that is why it gives high priority to the mobility, safety and daily life of our common people. Because surface transport, that is the bus, is one of the cheapest mode of transportation, and it is being used by the common people who don't have cars, who don't have motorcycles, who don't have other means. So the government is committed for the cause of the common people, and as you all may be aware that for last 7-8 years the buses are not plying in the state to various routes, and the government is now almost ready to start various routes for the common people. We are working on it, and before that perhaps drivers and conductors who have not been driving or running the buses for a longer duration, a kind of a refresher course was essential, because the time has changed, technology has changed, people perception have changed, many things have changed over a period of time. So I think this refresher course was essential.
Education as Director N.G. Vogendra highlighted that lack of effective communication between school teachers and parents is leading to numerous mistakes in students. He stressed the need to maintain a cordial relationship between teachers and parents and frequently discuss strategies for shaping students' development. He was speaking as the chief guest at the award presentation ceremony for government school students excelling in the High School Living Certificate examination and Higher Secondary examination for the year 2025 at the multi-purpose hall of SCRT Lamphilpat. The event, organized by Department of Education S, was also attended by Additional Director of Directorate of Education S, Hills, Dangmai Manglim, and Additional Director of Education as Valley, Visheswar Kucham. Speaking further, Director Vogendra announced a plan to hold interaction programs for government schools, teachers and parents during the winter vacation. He also emphasized the shortage of teachers in government schools and expressed belief that the issue will be minimized to a great extent once the process of government teachers regulation is completed. During the function, first, second and third position holders were presented cash awards of 5 lakh, 4 lakh and 3 lakh rupees respectively, while the laser position holders were given cash awards of 1 lakh rupees. Students securing significant ranks in district level were also given 50,000 rupees and 25,000 rupees.
ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯔꯤꯁꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯅꯁꯨ ꯒꯥꯏꯗ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯍꯣꯝ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯟꯇ ꯄꯦꯔꯦꯟꯁ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅꯁꯨꯀꯣ ꯃꯥꯏꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯐꯅꯤ ꯈꯣꯠꯅꯤꯅ ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯦꯛꯁꯟꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯄꯦꯔꯦꯟꯁ ꯇꯤꯆꯔꯁ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ PTM ꯃꯤꯠꯁꯤꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯗꯤꯁꯦꯁꯔ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡꯗꯁꯨ ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯛꯄꯤꯔꯝꯕ ꯏꯟꯁꯦꯟꯇꯤꯚ ꯑꯦꯋꯥꯔꯗꯅꯤ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁ 10ꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯡ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝꯁꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯈꯤꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯗꯤꯁꯀꯟꯇꯤꯅ꯭ꯌꯨ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯇꯥꯖꯕꯗ ꯀꯨꯝꯁꯤ ꯆꯍꯤꯁꯨ 12ꯀꯤꯁꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯡ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝ ꯍꯧꯈꯤꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏ 12ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯑꯒꯗꯤ CBSE hꯧꯔꯕꯅꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯑꯒꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯏꯟꯁꯦꯟꯇꯤꯚ ꯑꯦꯋꯥꯔꯗꯁꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯡ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯄꯤꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯝ ꯁꯨꯗ ꯕꯤ effective ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯨꯗ ꯀꯌꯥꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ effective ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯦꯠꯇꯨ ꯍꯪꯅꯅꯕ suggestions I invite suggestions for the new ꯀꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ grading systemꯁꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯝꯁꯤ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯗꯣꯛꯁꯤꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ suggestions ꯑꯩ invite ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤ.
All Jiribam United Clubs Association Ajuka and Jiri Development Organization JDO have urged Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla to ensure efficient implementation of PMGSY 3 projects in Jiribam district. In a letter to Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla, the two organizations from Jiribam informed that no significant progress has been made in the execution of PMGSY Phase 3 projects, despite they were sanctioned to be taken up by Rural Engineering Department, Manipur, under Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India in March 2024. While informing about the yet-to-be implemented road construction project worth 22 crore rupees, Ajuka and JDO asserted that the sanctioned project face risks of termination if not implemented in time, and this will be huge loss for public. The organizations have also urged Governor to ensure that the court cases regarding tender process are resolved immediately and also to make sure the guidelines issued by National Rural Infrastructure Development Agency are adhered diligently for transparent tender process. Manipur Hockey CEO M. Parameshwar, accompanied by 4 members of the association, called on Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla at Raj Bhavan on Monday. The Governor's Secretariat said in a release that during the meeting, the delegation apprised the Governor of various issues concerning development of hockey in the state and proposed introduction of Governor's Trophy to encourage wider participation and further promote the sport in Manipur. Former Sagolban MLA Dr. K.H. Lokan has asserted that resettlement of internally displaced persons can be carried out within this December if leaders come together to make sincere efforts. The former MLA was speaking on the sideline of Infraction program for youths of Sagolban, which was organized on the theme Your Rights, Know Your Future, Save Manipur at Kwakaithel Soibam Lekai yesterday. Speaking further in the program, which was organized by Youth Net Sagolban, Dr. Lokan accused leaders in the state of being mere spectators to the hardship faced by IDPs. He also criticized state administration under President's rule for using tear gas shells and brute forces against IDPs who were demanding for return to their original homes. While stressing on the huge impact on Manipur by the current crisis, Dr. Lokan emphasized on the importance of working towards peace and resurgence.
ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯖꯥꯇꯤꯕꯨ ꯃꯤꯅ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯛꯄ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯂꯝꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯛ ꯆꯥꯎꯕ ꯃꯤꯅ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯛꯄ ꯃꯤꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄ ꯂꯩꯄꯥꯛ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯝꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯥꯏꯟ ꯀꯥꯏꯅ ꯆꯪꯕ ꯃꯤꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯤꯗꯩꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯔꯥꯏꯠ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯝꯅꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯁꯦꯝꯗꯣꯛꯅꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯔꯛꯄ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯀꯗꯤ ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯃꯥꯏꯁ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯇꯤꯡ ꯂꯩꯅ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯥꯏꯗꯤꯑꯣꯂꯣꯖꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯁꯤꯄꯜ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯇꯤꯀꯦꯜ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯅꯒꯗꯕ ꯂꯤꯃꯤꯠ ꯀꯌꯥꯅꯤ ꯆꯪꯒꯗꯒꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗ ꯃꯔꯤꯜ ꯂꯩꯅ ꯃꯇꯤꯡ ꯂꯩꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯥꯅꯤ ꯀꯣꯡꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯅꯤ ꯕꯤꯖꯦꯄꯤꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯥꯅꯤ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯅꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯀꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯁꯦꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯀꯌꯥꯅꯤ ꯆꯪꯒꯗꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯊꯧꯅꯥꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤ IDPꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯌꯦꯡꯗ ꯀꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯨꯏꯅ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯇꯨꯅ ꯂꯩꯒꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯇꯪꯗꯨ ꯂꯩꯇꯥꯕ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯑꯃꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯉꯥꯡꯕꯗ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣই ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯆꯪꯉꯦꯕ
Lamlai constituency MLA K. Jiribam visited at Sawongbong Relief Camp and expressed solidarity to the families of Sanathoi who fatally knocked down by a van while she was returning home from school on December 5th. The MLA also extended financial assistance to the bereaved families as well. Speaking on the sidelines, Ibomcha informed that Sanathoi and her family was taking refuge at the Sawongbong Relief Camp after fleeing their home at Sangai in Ukhrul district during the peak of the ongoing crisis. She expressed solidarity to the bereaved family and assured to extend possible help in the future.
Hojiki imungse moi leibham leitaba mayumdasu hingon saman amta leitadana khoigi sinsu langaga leibenda singda adu yamna nungaitaba thamoi sokwa tumba thongdokne haibtare gari duna ngangdu thombagi video footage do sida yauri amti yeng haibida yengte ai yeng ngoro yeng maroi mama ba du yeng maroi na khalaka na ngasi silaga hangjabani yamna laibok thiba awabada awaba hapa lairabada lai changba haiba adugumba thawdone aduna hayeng moyi mayumda hanbo khotpa matamdasu hingon sambal amatta leitamnina adugisu problem au leidoine adugumba leirappa kanduda ai family gi member amni khalaga ai pamo yaba muteng pa.
Now before we move on to other news, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Great opportunity for local operators. SKTV is expanding. Come and be a part of SKTV revolution with high-speed internet, IPTV along with OTT and other benefits. We are building stronger connections through franchising. Become a local cable operator and provide reliable information and entertainment to your neighbors. Unlock your growth with our technology and top-tier service. So if you're looking for exclusive partnership opportunities, then please call us at 700-5259-437 or 897-420-9157.
Welcome back. You're watching Afternoon English Bulletin on SKTV. The proceeding with other news. Moirang MLA Thongam Shanti has inspected the ongoing construction of water supply schemes at Kwakta and INA Moirang and urged those responsible construction companies to speed up for early completion. The MLA inspected the construction of aerator settling tank, water reservoir, overhead tank, wall fencing, slow sand filter pump house and other units during his inspection visit. He also directed the construction company officials to ensure quality and to ensure drinking water to residents of Kwakta, while also informing about the plan to extend similar facilities to residents of Tera Khongsangbi, Tronglaubi and other adjoining villages. Conglomeration Committee Korkom, a conglomerate body of several proscribed groups in Manipur, has boycotted India's President Draupadi Murmu's two-day visit to Manipur on December 11 and December 12 and announced a total shutdown from 1 a.m. of December 11 until the President of India leaves the state. According to a press release issued by Korkom Media Coordinator M. Shakhen, the President's visit was not to restore peace and bring development in the state, but a deceitful visit to deepen India's colonization process and aggravate the division between the various communities due to the proxy war allegedly schemed by the government of India in the already fragmented state of Manipur. It went on to attribute the cause of the ongoing conflict in the state to the incitement of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah, and added that around 300 persons had died, while thousands rendered homeless. Korkom then appealed the general public to condemn and boycott the president's visit to Manipur on December 11 and 12. A joint team of security forces, the Narcotic Control Bureau, NCB, and the Forest Department destroyed 67 acres of poppy cultivation in the hill ranges of Makui Asang, Laloi, Wakotphai, Chalzang and nearby areas under Kangpokpi Police Station in Kangpokpi District on 5th and 6th December. Authorities also destroyed 38 huts, 44 bags of fertilizers, 43 containers of Roundup herbicides, 26 bags of salt and farming equipment, including spray pumps and pipes found at the cultivation sites. Security forces conducted search operations and area domination in fringe and vulnerable areas, recovered a large cache of arms and ammunition from Tharoijam Awang Lekai under Patsoi Police Station in Imphal West. Recovered items include 2 single-barrel guns, 5 pistols with 1 magazine, an air pistol, 11 magazines, 5 cartridges of 12 bore, 45 rounds of AK ammunition, 3 HE grenades, 6 detonators, 5 camouflage caps and the camouflage helmet. In a coordinated security operation across Manipur, police and security forces have arrested multiple active cadres of banned outfits involved in extortion and threats to cultural events. On December 7, Lamabam Roshan Singh alias Kaitham alias Athoba, aged 24 years, a Pripa Kader from Ngaikong Kulen Awang Lekai, Bishnupur district, was apprehended from his residence with 2 Stallion Pro guns, 13 live 12-bore cartridges, a hand grenade, a BP vest, walkie-talkies and other items seized. On the same day, Longjam Mocha Mite alias Raj, aged 41 years, a KYK Al-Kader from Karasong Awang Lekai, Imphal East, and Yungkhaibam Brojan, aged 50 years, an extortionist linked to Koireng-led UNLF from Imphal West, were also arrested with mobile phones, ID cards and Airtel Air Fiber recovered. Earlier on December 6, Haubijam Ningtamba Mite, aged 31 years, a KCB Nongdren Komba Kader from Bishnupur district was taken into custody with a mobile phone and a voter ID card seized. The operations were part of intelligence-led efforts to secure recently concluded Sangai Festival 2025 and prevent threats to performers of Shumang Lila and other cultural programs. Seven Sisters Foundation President Sunny Simra has clarified that renowned singer and actor Hamom Sadananda has no involvement of any kind in organizing Sangai Music Festival held as a part of Sangai Festival. Shimre added that Sadananda had no role whatsoever in organizing the music festival and did not participate in any song program during the event. Simre termed the allegations against Sadananda as baseless and unfounded, urging the public not to be swayed by misinformation. Transgender socialist activist Malem Thongam has submitted a memorandum to Assam Governor Lakshman Prasad Acharya seeking his help to resolve the ongoing crisis in Manipur. Malem, who is embarking on her cycling journey, Cycling for Manipur Peace, submitted the memorandum to the governor at around 11 a.m. today after she reached Guwahati. She is currently holding a campaign for bringing peace and normalcy in Manipur at different parts of Guwahati by staying at Manipur Bhavan. On the 66th day of her cycling journey, Malem submitted a memorandum to the Assam governor seeking the help of the Assam government in efforts towards restoring peace and normalcy in Manipur. Notably, the transgender social activist had already drawn the attention of governors of West Bengal and Bihar and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and sought their help to restore peace and normalcy in the state. She is planning to reach Imphal to Kangla by December 17 despite the restriction on travelling along the national highways imposed by cookies. 169 Battalion of CRPF under its Civic Action Program 2025-26 distributed 7 sports cycles to youths of Nagaram village during a program held on December 8 at Bravo Company of 169 CRPF Battalion, location at Nagaram Village Community Hall near ISBT Imphal West. 7 sports cycles were distributed to youths of Nagaram village in the presence of additional SP Police Law and Order SH Rojit Irom, along with village leaders, dignitaries and community members. The initiative, warmly received by the locals, aims to promote sportsmanship, physical fitness and constructive youth engagement while strengthening the bond between the CRPF and the community. Speaking at the event, Second in Command, Commandant AOL of 169 Battalion CRPF, SH Mohammad Yazir Abbasi, emphasized the importance of channeling youth energy to positive activities and reaffirmed the battalion's commitment to sporting community development through CAP, Civic Action Program initiatives. He expressed gratitude to local leaders, organizers and volunteers for their cooperation in ensuring the smooth conduct of the program. The presiding members appreciated the efforts of 169 Battalion CRPF and congratulated the beneficiaries, highlighting the significance of such initiative in promoting discipline, fitness and youth empowerment. Staffs of Thoubal Forest Range, under the supervision of DFO Dr. Leshangtam Jesali, carried out the drive against bird poaching nets at Samaram Lokol and Tentha Ecopark in Thoubal district this morning. The team, led by Range Officer Dinesh Chandra Salam and Forester Khangembam Deepak, also recovered various bird traps during the drive. Speaking on the sideline, Forester Khangembam Deepak appealed to the public to stop trapping birds, while also emphasizing on the important roles of wildlife in ensuring balance in our ecosystem. Now moving on to national news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi opened the debate in the Lok Sabha on Monday to commemorate the 150th anniversary of the national song Vande Mataram. The debate comes amid a political row after Prime Minister accused the Congress of removing certain lines from the song in 1937, while he adds showed the seeds of the partition. The Congress has nominated its deputy leader in the Lok Sabha, Gaurav Gogoi, and Wayanad MP, Priyanka Gandhi Badra, to participate in the debate. Samajwadi Party leader Akhilesh Yadav praised the song, noting that Vande Mataram has historically united the nation. Speaking in the Lok Sabha, the Prime Minister hit out at Congress and targeted Nehru for omitting lines from the national song, which he claims triggered the partition of India. The Prime Minister further criticized the Congress rule and recalled the emergency rule during the 100th anniversary of Vande Mataram. On the Prime Minister's accusations, a senior Congress leader Jiribam Ramesh hit back and said that the decision to remove lines from Vande Mataram was the decision of the Congress Working Committee (CWC) that included leaders including Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Patel, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Rajendra Prasad and Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, among others. After the Lok Sabha debate, the Vande Mataram discussion is set to take place in the Rajya Sabha on Tuesday. Union Home Minister Amit Shah is expected to initiate a debate in the upper house. Meanwhile, in the Rajya Sabha, mass cancellation of Indigo flights was raised. Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu stated that the airline did not raise any issue or problem with the government during a meeting earlier this month. The Union Minister further blamed Indigo's internal system and planning for mass disruption, which has led to cancellation of over 4,500 flights since last week, Tuesday. On the other hand, the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman introduced the Health Security National Security Chairs Bill 2025 in the Rajya Sabha. The bill had already been passed by the Lok Sabha on Friday, December 5th. Indigo is grappling with nationwide operational crisis causing widespread flight cancellations and passenger distress. Over the past 6 days, more than 2,000 domestic and international flights were cancelled, affecting lakhs of travellers, many of whom are still waiting for refunds and delayed baggage. The airline has processed Rs 610 crore in refunds and delivered around 3,000 delayed baggage items. On Sunday, Indigo operated around 1,650 of its scheduled 2,300 flights, with 650 remaining cancelled. The airline has announced automatic refunds for all cancelled bookings and a full waiver on cancellation and or rescheduling charges for travel between December 5th and 15th. Director General of Civil Aviation DGCA has granted Indigo's CEO and accountable manager a one-time 24-hour extension to respond to a show cause notice issued on December 6 over operational disruptions and non-compliances. Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu attributed the crisis to Indigo's internal systems and emphasized the need for more players in the aviation sector. Despite efforts to stabilize operations, nearly 500 flights were cancelled on Monday, marking the 7th consecutive day of disruptions. Indigo expects normal operations to resume by December 10, with the Crisis Management Group closely monitoring the situation to ensure timely information, refunds and rescheduling. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center, Lamphapat state's maximum temperature was recorded at 23 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 7 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 95% in the morning and 44% in the evening today. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. MLA Yumnam Khemchand visits Litan Relief Camp in Kamjong District. Here's grievances of Kuki internally displaced Kuki-so. Kokomi convener Kuraijin Mathoba stresses need for comprehensive government policy to fully rehabilitate newly resettled displaced families. Additional Chief Secretary Transport Anurag Bajpai asserts efforts being made to restore state transport bus service in order to enhance connectivity within the state. Education as Director N.G. Vogendra highlights lack of effective communication between school teachers and parents leads to numerous mistakes in students. And all Jiribam United Clubs Association Ajuka and GD Development Organization JDO urges Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla to expedite PMGSY Phase 3 work in Jiribam district. Well, that's all we have in this afternoon bulletin. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, have a great evening.